First things first. Here I am, truly yours, the epitome of evil. I don't know about that. But anyway, how are we today? Walking from the facilities back up home, way under. Anyway, I guess y'all could just listen because I ain't got no chest mount, I ain't got no head mount, I ain't got no wand that holds the phone thing, whatever you call it, the Go Stick or Pro Stick. I don't know, whatever you call it, Prog Stick, Go Stick, Pro Stick, Pro Go, Go Pro Stick. Shit. Anyway, yeah, you know me. Or if you don't, well, now you do. The most known unknown, infamous Tauntaun Bon Jovi, Mr. Smooth Operator. Anyway, well, it's June or July or June 20 something, 21st. Should we say the year 2026? I know that one, I think. It will be as close as I can get. But, you know, I don't really care for a lot of things. I guess, as you can see, the footage is dull. I don't really mess with these things too much as I used to. I mean, get me wrong, but I guess it's like, ooh, there's a Porsche or something. Can you guys see it? Oh, it's too bad. Anyway, I'm using my cracked phone because my other phone's dead. These are like travel phones, free phones, for like a year supply of service. Anyway, what was I saying? Does this turn this way or does that turn that way? I better just keep it this way. Shucks, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, here's this on one view. There we go, like that. But, let's see, I'm 44 years old, born in 1981, October, Libra. I grew up on the Meskwaki Indian settlement. Very old school cultural, considered more old school in ceremony than a lot of other tribes. We can compare that to other tribes. As a tribe, the old songs, the old methods. But we grew up in America. I mean, our land is 5x5, but after 6th grade, we used to go to public school, but it went up to 8th grade, but, a lot of buts. Anyway, but you're just gonna have to put up with the way I talk, you know, because it's about the message. It ain't about anything else. If you don't understand, you'll get me later. So, talking about beyond paradoxes is the actual perspective of someone like me, myself. You know, I guess from either experiencing in a different way or experiencing versus others' ways through life, and or experiencing, what was I going to say about the other one? Empathy, through the shoes of others, or looking in someone else's shoes. All right, so I've had that understanding for a long time, constantly, and I've been in that cultural state mode for a long time. I guess it would be different from the way my what do you call it, local buddies I used to hang out with, not knowing what they've been through. Maybe I haven't been through as much as they have, so they see it in another way, understandably. They could see it from a different part of the chaos sphere of emotions, the anger, the envy, jealousy, the hatred, or built by pain, built by anguish into anger or grief and stressed and frustrated, irritable, turn into, I don't know, against or egocentrism, center of attention, kind of like your alphas and your jock kind of way. I mean, what would you do without those things that they chase the most, right? All right. Turn into bullies or turn into something more extreme other than balanced, centered, aligned as a regular human, as a gender or whatever. Those star chart things you guys go by. I mean, I understand it. I just say things kind of generally. Kind of dodging or avoiding the possibility of sidetracking or somebody else confusing you with games like word games or nitpicking certain things or going off subject other than the message that's they're not catching. And we all know that when we don't catch the message but somebody else does, but then we see in seconds we catch the message or later on or days or just hours or like, oh, I get it now, school, like in school learning a problem and aligning, coordination, or dialing in the animals road. Oh shit, I don't want to get hit by a car. Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, where was I at now? So, yeah, that noisy. Sound like Star Wars, the TIE fighters flying by. Well, metaphorically, we all learn the same things, but we all go through different ways, and we all may not see the same things that deliver the direct or most accurate message. And that's painfully or painstakingly was given effort for us to lose our tract of accountability and credibility of the lessons or life skills that we need to understand this world. Now we're just understanding the world of the technology era. So, but what about everything else? All right. How much do you want to learn? How much do you want to go? How much do you deserve? How much do you think you have earned? But you think there should be more. Why can't I get you that more? Why can't you get that more with the time that you have? Is there enough time? Not enough time? Maybe there hasn't been in the past. So we're battling technology versus spirituality. How are we getting that technology infiltrated into spirituality? See, The free will of the people is the free will of your souls. Your land, our land, this land, Mother Earth's land, Creator's land, or however you understand Him, and Mother Earth. To me, this is my mother. This is my family. I don't worship that. I don't like it. I don't like what I have to do and use it. I don't like not knowing myself, feeling that what do you call that? A division between there, you know. But whatever. That's another story. Coexisting. What am I coexisting with? Self-medication. Trying to get the right balance because of the things they affected us. Hang on, can't see right now. My eyes teared up. I can't see. Sugar. THC. THC gets stoned. The frontal lobe, but it releases chemicals when it gets stoned that they don't want you to know about. That helps the body even more. Because we're working against ingredients is water, Wi-Fi, the aluminum in the air, the chemtrails. But for good reason, because it was an evil. And that evil excess and exceeded levels of human comprehension of Tesla technology or the free energy. So it's a big hill. You guys can't see this hill, but it's pretty steep. I always like this. It's just hills. It's hilly. I didn't complain about this hill. This will be the first time I won't. If I don't curse it. This will be the first one ever. Anyway. Okay. Where was we at? I got sidetracked. All right. So our frequency in our bodies and our minds, right? They want us separated. They want the mind and the body, the core energy, and your mind separated. And you always feel that. You just don't know how to identify it. You know? It's like fatigue or exhaustion. Mental fatigue, mental exhaustion, body fatigue, body exhaustion. Physical fatigue and mental fatigue. Okay, but when they're opposite, these are those little jerks and kicks in the sleep that you have when it wakes you up. Or out of nowhere. Because the mind and the body are opposite. And you're not supposed to be like that, right? That's why we're always trying to self-medicate or realign our chakras. You know, those other words. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to explain it the way it's being explained, because the way I'm explaining it is not even in my ways. It's American ways, but other ways it's two other tribes that are in my bloodlines. Meskwaki stands for red earth. Meskwag is red. Aki is earth. Clay people, red clay people, people of the red earth people. Otherwise, the people who paint their faces or cover their faces with clay before a fight. But it really was just a ceremony when some fight was going on, and you know how our allied tribes and go against, you know, or have to defend themselves from mortal enemies. Sometimes mortal enemies are just out for extermination, or they're angered, and so they get bloodthirsty, or they're just after territory tribes, or they're just after horses, or they're just, you know, stuff like that. They're after wars so they can have, because they overpopulated and had too many warriors that are itching to go out and battle. See, so you had to have Law of the jungle. This is my dad's dog. Oh yeah, I don't want to get into how my situation is. It's kind of a sad story. But anyway, you guys only knew, if you guys only understood how strong you have to be whoever it is you want to be. Some of you are just dreamers. You're chasing a dream. Dreamers. That's just a dream. Thank you all for listening. Love y'all. Good night.